Hi guys, Tim here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to run Binance robots on MT5 platform. So basically, this video is one of the two parts video series. In the first video, I'm going to talk about how to set up MT5 platform, how to fetch crypto jars from Binance Exchange. In this video, I'm going to pick up a typical crypto Bitcoins, BTC, USDT on Binance Exchange, and how to run backtest on MT5. Now, in the second video, I'll be talking about how to send orders from MT5 to Binance Exchange, and also how to close orders executed on Binance Exchange from MT5 platform. And lastly, how to run the robot live. Just a little bit of overview of the system is so basically the Binance robots is written in MQL5 language and runs on MT5 platform. The robot is able to communicate with the Binance Exchange. It also is able to communicate with the Binance functions. So why Binance here? Because some strategies actually use machine learning technology, and Binance essentially offers a rich library for machine learning. So this is a good idea to connect with Binance, but this one is actually for the second stage of development. And for the first stage of development, so I'll be focusing on running Binance robots from MT5 platform only. So let's go back to here. So first thing we got to do is actually we're going to set up MT5. What you're going to do, you go to my YouTube channel and click on this video, Binance Cryptos on MT5. Right. And under the link, you click on show more, and under the link, actually under the video, you will see the link to download the robots and also the MT5 platform. So basically, you just follow instructions to install MT5 platform first, then download the MT5 Crypto Jars Manager, right? And so essentially, you just follow instructions in this video. So I assume that you already installed your MT5 on your computer. So next thing, what we're going to do is go to fetch crypto jars from Binance Exchange. So go back to your MT5. So first of all, you got to open a typical Forex currency pair, for example, Euro USD in this case. So I already opened the Forex currency pair here. Now, so next thing is you copy the MT5 Crypto Jars Manager into this folder. So essentially just follow instructions in the video that I mentioned before. Right, and you click on the MT5 Crypto Jars Manager and just click OK. And for example, right, I want to open. So first of all, you got to identify the name of the chain. In this case, is Binance, right? And I want to fetch the BTC USDT, right? and from dates is actually start dates from which the jobs manager will fetch historical data from the Binance for this currency pair. So I want the start date from 2021 January 1st, and so basically you just click open charts, right? And the BTC USDT charts is already opened in 1 minute time frame, and if you want to switch to another time frame, you got to click on charts, you go to time frames, and I want to switch to 50 minutes because I want to run the backtest on 15 minutes time frame. Now pay attention. Initially, so basically you just click on the minus sign to zoom out, and you click on the this arrow, okay, and you see the gap here. So what it really means, you click in here and you see the gap. So the gap is actually the crypto chart manager is skipped updating historical data. Okay, you got to wait for the crypto chart manager to finish updating historical data. Then you'll be able to run the backtest. Otherwise, the backtest results will give you wrong results. Okay, you got to wait. So right now is the update to February, so they got to wait for a while. It takes about 5 minutes to 20 minutes, so don't worry. Now, while waiting for the update finishes, I want to talk about before you can run JAX managers and Binance robots on MT5. You got to synchronize. First of all, you got to synchronize your computer clock, right? So if you go back to the this video, JAX Binance cryptos on MT5, and I booked a note just right below the video. I say that, so you got to synchronize your computer clock to this timer, okay, which is actually synchronized by Binance Exchange. So just simply, if your computer runs on Windows OS, you just click on the link, and you see the instruction here, and you see the instruction how to synchronize your computer clock to the Binance Exchange timer, right? So you go here. So it say that first of all, so because my computer actually runs on Windows 10, so I type in control panel, right? I run on control panel. All right, you got to wait, right? So it's not popping up at the moment. So control panel, I got to click on it again, right? Now it opens up, right? So you're under your for example Windows 10, you open control panel, then you go to clock and regions, right? And you set the time and date, right? And you click on the internet time tab here, and you go to change settings, right? All right, and you tick on this one, and you got to select this timer time dot NIST dot gov. So it's not available there. You got to type in the full name of the timer server. Right, so then you click OK. All right, for me, I already set it up. Okay, right. So essentially, it's for synchronize your computer clock to Binance Exchange timer. All right, so next thing you got to do is to before you run Jax Manager in Binance Robots on MT5, you got to go to Tools, you got to go to Options, select the Expert Advisors, and tick the Allow Web Request for Listed URL, and you enter two APIs addresses of Binance Exchange. Right, you got to enter to these addresses. Then you click OK. Right, let's check out. So basically, the BTC USDT is updated until May. Okay, so you got to wait for it to finish the update. Right. Now, while waiting for the updates, I'd like to talk about trading cryptos on Binance Exchange. So as you can see here, only one day, right? And some cryptos actually provides return of 30%, over 30%, 20%, right? 10%, 9%, 8%, which is fantastic, which are actually great opportunities to make money on cryptos. But the thing is, you got to educate yourself. Okay, so it's not easy to trade profitably if you're not educated yourself about the markets. So in any markets, it's not just a cryptocurrency markets. So any markets, you got to educate yourself first. Okay, so for some people, it would take years to master the skills of trading profitably. So so what I can see here, I can see there are so many opportunities showing up on a daily basis. So so how to capture these opportunities in a day? Now, it would take hours because most of us actually have 24 hours a day, and for me, right? So when I trade manually, it would take me 1 or 2 hours to do analysis, and I cannot cover all opportunities. So I got to think about ways how to capture most of opportunities in a day. So the only way is by using robots and some sort of automation to do this. Right. Right. So let's go back to here. So we are now in July. So you got to wait for probably 1 or 2 more minutes. Right. So when you click on this arrow and you see the gap, you still see the gaps, it means the update is not finished yet. So you got to wait. Right. Now, in the first stage of development, I tried to write Binance robots running on MT5 platform, but for the following stages, I tried to run financial robots on platforms like TradingView or NinjaTrader, etc. Okay, so it would take me a few months to come to the second stage of development. All right, so so this is actually the guidelines. that comes along with the downloads. So when you download the Binance Robots by clicking on the link below the video, you will see also this guidelines. In this guidelines, actually, I show you how to set up, okay, MT5s, how to fetch crypto jacks from Binance Exchange, okay, and also how to run backtest, right? How to run backtest on MT5 platform. In the second video, I'll be showing you how to send orders from MT5 platform to Binance Exchange for execution, and similarly how to close orders executors on Binance Exchange from MT5 platform. So these are actually for the second video. All right, and this document will be updated accordingly. So let's check out. So basically we are in August. So basically we finished updates, historical data. Right, now it's the time to run the backtest. All right, so when you click on the link below the video, okay, and when you unzip the file and you see 3 files, so this is actually the robot file, okay. So I don't want to open it, okay. So so here is actually the robot file, and this is sr.exe file is actually indicator. So essentially you copy this one, you go to your MT5, you go to open data folder, right, and you go to MQL file, you go to experts, and you copy you copy the crypto Binance products into this folder, right? And for the indicator, right, indicator, you would do the same. So essentially you go to your MT5, you go to file, you go to open data folder, and go to MQL file, you go to indicator, okay, and you copy sr.exe file onto this folder, right? Right, so now you might want to right click on expert advisors and refreshed, okay. So the purpose is actually to show up the robot. So we have the robot here, right? Now the next thing we want to do is actually we want to run the backtest on MT5. So go to your MT5, double click on the robot. Now you will see the inputs window will pop up. So account time, this version of the robots, there is only spot trading. So what's a spot trading? You go to Binance Exchange website. So when you log into your account in Binance Exchange, you will see Binance Exchange actually offer basically 3 types of trading: spot order, margin order, and P2P order. So what it really means is spot order is basically there is no money borrowing for trading involved. So whereas margin order trading, so basically you borrow money, okay, for trading, hence higher risk for this kind of trading, okay. Spot order trading is actually very safe, right? So go back here. Enroll live test. So this parameter will be turned on in the second video. In the second video, I'll be showing you how to run live test, how to test the connection between, how to test connections from MT5 platform to Binance Exchange. All right, backtest, I want to turn it on. So record trade details. So while you run the backtest, the Roblox is actually records all the trade details for analysis later on. So backtest a star-based balance. So is pocketeers 0.03 bitcoins, equivalent to about 1,000 USD. Backtest start date. So I want to specify so basically 2021 January 1st. Backtest stop date, I want to leave blank. So actually the robot will run the backtest till today. Okay, trade amount mode, I want to run the auto. Amount percent on base balance, I want to leave 100% because actually we choose trading time is a spot, so no money borrowing involved, so which is very safe. Leverage is not used in this case. Manual base amount, so if you want to turn this one to manual, you got to specify the amount, the fixed amount here. But for our example, I want to use auto first, right? So the rest is actually expressed percent for Binance Exchange. Typical currency actually expressed is 0.02%. Relative commission percent. Okay, so one way commission is 0.1%. The API key and API secret keys is actually for testing connection from MT5 platform to Binance Exchange. You got to enter your API key, right? But for this example, we don't need it, right? So just click OK. So don't worry about the error because I leave the API key right blank. So we got this arrow to click OK. So the backtest is running. So if you want to check the backtest is running, so you go to View, you go to Toolbox, and you see the backtest data are running. All right, you got to wait for 1 minute for the backtest to finish. Right. All right, while waiting for the backtester to finish, I like to explain to you a little bit. So, right. So basically we finished the backtest. So the period of backtest is 1st January 2021 until today it's August of 9th. The profit percent is 154%. Max drawdown is 11%. We have a total number of trades 172. Win trade percent, win rate is 56%. It's not actually perfect, but there still a lot of room for improvement. Win lose size ratio 1.72, which is very good, right? All right. Now I want to explain a little bit. So what you see arrows and lines on charts. So what they really mean. So this you see green arrow here is actually the buy signal, and you see the line here. The line is actually the trade. It's from the entry price, and this is actually the exit price. Okay, and if you hover the mouse of the line, and you can see trade number, you say profit lost, etc. Okay, similarly, and you see the yellow diamond here is actually trailing stop, right? And this is a typical sell trade. So you see the red arrow is a sell signal, and the red line connected from here to here is the trade. So this is the entry price, this is the exit price, right? Now, next thing we want to do is actually we want to look at the trade records, right? So you go to File, you go to Open Data folder, you go to MQ5, you go to Files, right? And you see the backtest records files here. Just open it. All right, be patient. It's still opening. Right. So while waiting for it to open, so I like to talk about the backtest records files. So when you open the backtest file, you will see all those records in the files, and you want to block. Yeah. So essentially, you want to block the profit loss curve, right? So this is the profit loss curve, okay, of the backtest. So let's get back to the real things. So what we see here, we see the backtest records files. So it's a little bit messy. So what we're going to do, we got to clean up a little bit, right? You clean up. So what I'm going to do, I try to delete the empty rows. I want to delete the empty rows here. All right. So up to here, right? I want to delete this one, and yeah, and so I want to use some functions in Excel to make the data, presentation looks nicer. So click to here, you go to data, you click on the first column, you go to data, you go to text columns, right? You click next, you select comma, you click next, and press the shift key, right? And you select all the columns, right? Right, click finished. Now you see the data actually presented in the neat and tidy manner. So I want to expand the column a little bit, right? All right. So here we are. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to block the base balance curve, or some of you might want to block profit and loss curve. So I want to, first of all, I got to click this entry time columns, and you press the shift key and select the base, control key, not the shift key, right? Control key, right? Control key, and you go to insert, right? And you choose time of the charts. So here we are. Here is actually the base balance curve. You can do similarly for profit curve, right? So just play around with the backtest file to make it very nice looking like this. Okay, right. Now before actually we finish this video, I want to say that my objective is actually to build a framework, okay, on which trading strategies of cryptos can be built on. Okay, so this not actually is not a fixed Binance robot running on MT5, but it's a rather than just a typical example in which I try to build a framework. So for those of you out there, you might want to get the source code, okay, in which you are able to customize according to your requirements. You don't need expert in programming. So I'm going to make a guidelines for those you guys without programming background to be able to design your own strategies. Okay, very simple and fun to do it. Right. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you how to send orders from MT5 to Binance, okay, and also how to set up to run the robot live. All right, so that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned. Bye for now.